you fucking cunt.
You ready?
Test one, test.
Ooh, you sound
Nothing
good.
yet.
You sound good, Kleen.
You can hear me?
I
can't hear myself.
Wait a minute, I gotta turn this on. There you go.
That. I'm speaking, but I can't hear myself.
Good morning.
You ready?
I think we're ready. It's time for Going Deep Show, guys.
They just fucked with the wrong Mexican.
I love that one.
Coming to you live on your chin. Oh, kid. Oh. This is the Going Deep Show.
Oh, she is a saucy mama.
Fighting for evil, good is Tom. Going Deep Show time, guys. Hi, it's me, the kid. I'm Mr. Blackbeard today. Colored my face in yesterday. Clean, can you
There
tell?
you go.
I got a little filler.
Nice.
Filled it all in, everybody. I'm not. You gotta be a man sometimes and admit that you are petty enough to color in your fucking beard, man.
It's completely okay to be vain once in a while.
I like to drain the main vein. I did. I drained main vein today, this morning. A couple times. No, not a couple times. I peed. Well, I guess draining the main vein would be peeing and jerking, right?
Yeah,
That would be draining it twice.
That would be draining it twice, yeah.
Today's episode of the program, episode 1777, which is amazing.
It's kind of like 666, but 777.
777. I thought the same thing, man. So
I like a 7 and 7 once in a while. I haven't had one of those in a long time.
we need to have some more theme episodes of the show. We've been kind of coming up with some ideas. And I thought one of the theme episodes would be like, we're never getting married again, so you don't get 7/7s and fuzzy navels, you know. When's the last time you went to the fucking bar and got a fuzzy fucking navel?
I do occasionally. Like,
do you really?
No, not a fuzzy navel, but a 7 and 7. I do like those, and I have one about maybe once every 1 to 2 years.
No shit. I haven't had a 7/7 since probably Sleazak's wedding, which was like in 2011.
I really like them. I do enjoy them.
Guess what, guys? Today's episode of the program is over. We are done out. We're out of here. We're gonna go get some 7/7s, some breakfast 7s.
There you go.
Today's episode, I have deemed the Mr. Kleen complete playlist episode.
Oh my God!
I didn't do a
I
ton.
can only imagine.
Oh, I did some research. What I've discovered is Kleen is, and I have the similar takes on a lot of things. So the first few things that I'm bringing up here of it's always the world of the man versus the woman here on the Going Deep show. And I get constant criticism from my significant other. Well, not really constant. She's been a little bit more positive lately about stuff. And I think it's because, in order to take any girls' stuff seriously, they have to take our stuff seriously. And I think her not criticizing the mentality we've had for over 16, 18, 17 years, whatever it is. It's hard to.
Yeah, it's
hard to battle. It's hard to battle.
And we don't expect them to understand us just as much as they don't expect us to understand them. Actually, wait, they do expect
exactly.
us to.
Kleen, I was just going to say that is a good way to put it, because I don't think that I have any intentions on understanding them, but I'm not sitting there wagging my finger at them like they should understand me. I don't care if they understand me.
Guys are simple creatures. They really are. Feed us, fuck us, and give us some space occasionally.
I think Kleen has come up with a new slogan for this podcast completely.
The 3 Fs. Feed us, fuck us, and forget us occasionally.
This week was the first week that I thought I need to go back and watch some Rogan. I've been catching his YouTube clips. He's trying to tempt the YouTube crew over into watching his stuff on Spotify. Have you noticed that?
And I am really guilty. I was totally, when he was on YouTube, I listened to him constantly.
Yeah, me too.
And you know what? I have only listened to him 5 times since he went to Spotify. And
I have not even listened to him once since he's been on Spotify.
And only 5, and that's, for me, I listen to him daily for a long time.
I listen to him a lot too, yeah.
And I haven't in a long time.
So his...
I miss it.
The clips he's putting up on YouTube are the ones that cater to us, cater to the guys that want to, still pretend like we have our, manliness and the things that we as guys like to have. So this fucking tidal wave of wokeness that has come across the entire, internet.
It's fucking ridiculous.
Well, I don't
There's
think
no other way to put it.
The thing about it is, and then we bring it up here, I'm guilty of it as much as the next guy. What it comes right down to is the more we consume that content, the more they're going to push that content towards us. But there is way more. We have to push through that baloney and just keep on plugging along. The more we kind of buy into that shit, and the more we even address it, the worse off we are. So with that in mind, I really like what he said the other day when he was on the show. Guys, just because we're aware of what all of these other subgroups of fucking humanity want doesn't mean that what we want needs to disappear, essentially.
Right, exactly.
So
I completely agree with him as far as anybody that states this, not just him, but it is absolutely ridiculous to basically neuter ourselves because of other people.
Well, I think it boils right down to they want to do to us, to guys in general, about thinking about the way that guys think is essentially what we've done to everyone else. But guys don't calculatingly go out and say, I want to eliminate A, B, C, and D. What we do is we just are hyper-focused on what we want to hyper-focus on. As Kleen mentioned earlier, this is what we want to talk about. Right. We want to talk about tits and ass and fucking tan bikini babes and fucking beers and how much drunk we can do and how much debaucherous bullshit we can get into. Am I right?
Well, completely right. And to, continue on with that is we don't think about what we want to do or do. We just do. We do it.
In fact, I think what they've accomplished in anything, if any of these whatever quote unquote woke motherfuckers have done, they've taken people like myself who never ever had to think about this shit. They've put this seed in my fucking head to now have this as a talking point, which, by the way, this is not going to be a talking point at some point. I am we're on to your stupid bullshit, you little woke motherfuckers trying to get us to think like you and your little, we gotta have a cause and all this stuff. I completely appreciate that. And I don't know how many times I've said it. I appreciate the fact that you have a cause, because I guess what that means, I get to have my cause. So we're going to forget about your cause now, because that's what you guys have and that's what you're on board with. We're going towards my cause. So you can't tell me that I can't have my cause without you not having yours. So I'm making a bold statement here. If we subject matter on this podcast as we approach the next month to 2 months, 4th of July-ish, around this time, it's gonna shift gears slightly because we're not gonna be sitting here crying about the whiny little bitchy woke people. We're just gonna plug along talking about the tits and ass and the fucking porn and the vagina, all the debaucherous shit that these assholes don't want to hear. We're gonna go towards what we do want to hear, and that's just how it's gonna be.
Exactly. It's exactly how you treat a whiny child. You ignore them. You ignore them, and the behavior stops.
Kid, I'm a kid though. I'm over here bashing my fucking microphone. I'm pissed at my mic.
He's all hyper this morning, folks.
I am. I'm good. But Kleen, I love when you find these headlines. Joe Rogan says giving into the woke mob will result in straight white men not being allowed to talk. Part of me is very, very. It's sad that he again is having to think about these things because I don't.
Yeah, but I
don't want to think about these things.
He's dead nuts on. I mean, he really is.
But is that really what these people want? They don't want to completely shut them up because that means at some point we're coming after you motherfuckers. You think you're going to be able to just jibber jabber and talk without us coming after you, without guys coming after you? There's a whole separate tidal wave of wokeness that would be the guys coming back to fucking destroy your wokeness. You know what I'm saying?
There are a lot of people attacking the woke movement right now
woke.
too.
Who the fuck made this woke bullshit? I hate the woke.
And you know what?
I like woke.
At least use the word awoke instead of woke.
I hate the fact that think about what the word woke is. And when I wake you up, Kleen, or when somebody wakes you up,
I expect a blowjob.
I don't know how many times Mr. Kleen, Kleen always wants a BJ in the morning. I don't know how many times I've called you and you're still sleeping. You're tired. I call him up sometimes where it's like, Kleen, we got 5 minutes before showtime. And he lives close. He lives pretty close.
Yeah, I'm only about a half mile away.
Yeah, so Kleen lives super close. But I don't know how many times have I called you and be like, Kleen, hello. T minus 15 minutes and we're on, and you're not here yet.
Well, yeah, the whole thing is like when I have a day off and I actually sleep normal and I go to bed like a normal human being, I'm like, oh my God, I forgot to set my alarm because I forgot we had a show.
So I'm making a bold statement right now, and it's not really that bold of a statement. We are going to veer back towards way more topics that include things that guys want. And if you're listening to this show and you're thinking to yourself, you haven't been focusing on what guys want right now, no. We're not just gonna focus more on what guys want. We're gonna just eliminate all the pussy bullshit that we gotta fucking deal with the woke Rogan stuff.
We need that audio clip of that song. Remember that 80s song? It was like, I know what guys want.
Yeah,
that'd be funny.
What is who sang that fucking song?
God, it was it Sheena Easton maybe?
Nah, Sheena Easton back in the day. It was hot.
It might have been Sheena Easton, possibly. I think I'm wrong, but possibly.
It's like fucking Blondie.
Was it Blonde?
I think it might be.
Oh, yeah, I think you're right. Deborah Harry, right? Was her name?
I think so. Deborah Harry. By the way, my first crush
was Deborah Harry?
Oh, really? My God, absolutely. Because she came out early 80s, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh, yeah, dude. Something about her. She had the sex appeal. I to this day, she's an old lady now. She's a fucking, you know how ancient that bitch has got to be?
You know, I don't know what it is, but I always wanted to fuck Pat Benatar back in the day.
Pat Benatar.
I did. I was
even with that boy haircut.
I did. I don't know why, because I'm not attracted to short-haired women usually.
I am not at all. I hate it.
There's some women that can really rock it though. Some.
Oh God, listen to this, Kleen. Not to totally veer off on a tangent here, but when I went to a strip club in Pittsburgh, there was a girl there. Of course, her name was quote unquote Tiffany. Like, oh yeah, your name's really fucking Tiffany. Give me a fucking break. Your name's not Tiffany. This chick had the hottest body I've ever seen in my life. I mean, to this day, I can close my eyes and fucking picture this bitch. Okay, that's how fucking hot this fucking body was.
I can relate.
And she kind of set in motion what I have become today. Because before that day, before I went to Pittsburgh, I was a little more, I wouldn't say conservative, because I still love to do all the fucking crazy, stupid shit that I was doing. Just something inside of a dude. That's what it is. She
just woke the beast.
Pretty much, yeah. Because we were able to hang out. I hung out with her a little bit when we were there, and we were talking, and there were other strippers there, and they you know, I'll tell you one thing: the waitresses, Hooters chicks, stripper, fucking escorts, any of these girls, they are competitive as a motherfucker. Okay, If you go into a restaurant, I've been at the Hoots locally and been at the strip club or whatever. If you show any interest in another girl at the strip club, they'll let you know, that's not the one. You don't know. She's not into this. She's not into that. So this girl I was a little more, I had short hair. I was pretty clean cut. I would say clean cut would be the way to do it. This chick had super short hair too. But she was just a fucking beauty, man. Fucking beauty. Her friends, of course, were like, which one of the girls do you like? And of course, I mentioned her. And then it was like, well, I don't know. She's not into the more straight-laced guy, this. And I'm not saying it changed for her because it was just like, wait a sec. It got my mind thinking that guys can kind of like reinvent themselves into whatever they want. Kleen, you've taken the conscious decision to shave your head, and girls like that. I've taken the conscious decision to have my long hair.
I was going bald anyhow, so I just shaved the rest of it.
I always like when, girls will slip out sometimes that they want you to cut your hair or do something different with this or do something different with that. Some girls on the ripped bod, some girls on the dad bod, some girls on this and that. So, but that girl had short hair. She had really good, nice, cute short hair, and
they're like relating to the woman that was so hot to you. Like mine was a chick from Montreal.
You went to Montreal. You went to Montreal.
Canadian chick.
Oh, she was from Montreal. Where'd you meet her?
Cheetahs, just across the bridge.
Down in fucking.
In what the fuck is it right there? God, having a brain.
Windsor.
Windsor. Thank you.
Windsor.
Thank you. But she.
Windsor.
She is the hottest chick I've ever seen in my life. Like, flat out.
Do you think it's just because you were young at the time and you had like boners every 2 seconds?
I wasn't young. I was in my 30s.
Kleen, that's like 50,000 years ago.
Yeah, well, 20 years ago. Right around 20, right around.
20 years ago was a long fucking time.
But no, she was fucking smoking. I used to joke around. I don't know why, I used to call her my little Swiss Miss chick because she was super blonde.
Where is this bitch? Let's bring her in here.
Super blonde, super blue eyes. She spoke nothing but French. She didn't speak English at all.
Oh.
But
she could insult you in all sorts of other languages.
I know like 20 words in French, and that's it.
What are your 20 words you know? Do you know? You don't even know 20. You know 5.
At that time, I just know. I remember a couple things I remember. It's just we American. Right now, I am American.
Kleen, you know 5 words. Let's be real.
Nowadays, I do, but back then, I actually studied French for a little while.
Oh, you did the French of the kissing?
Yeah, French of kissing, French of pussy.
Little Pepe Le Pew over here. He's got a little Pepe.
Let me love you.
Kleen Le Pew. Let's shift gears just slightly here. Researchers in South Korea found that an astonishing large amount of Viagra is in the wastewater near nightlife hotspots in Seoul. This, to me, shows 2 senses of desperation.
Exactly. That's why it's perfect for us.
Seoul, South Korea, which, by the way, has a very significant Going Deep show following, listening.
Really?
Yes.
Well, Korea is a happening area. I mean, it's happening. I had a friend that's from Korea originally. His family.
We have some South Koreans, but amazingly, no North Koreans. Kim Jong is not listening to us. What the fuck, Kim Jong?
Call in. We'll have you on the show.
Come on, Kim Jong on. If you want to blow something up, come on. If you want to strap your uncle,
we will send you a red-eye sex robot.
Yeah, they're making all those sex robots over there. But Kim Jong, if you want to listen to us, we see the South Koreans there. It's hilarious because Japan, China, all these fucking Asian countries, right? But then in the middle, North Korea, nobody's there listening. They just don't let any of that information out. I know how it is, you goddamn protectors of everything. Can you imagine living in one of these countries? They would never allow what we're talking about on that country.
Heck no, we'd be in a
we'd be in a firing squad.
Exactly.
We'd be up against the fucking wall. They're like, these people said words that we can't have you listening to. Isn't it crazy how people say things that they think and then you have to ingest that and then come up with your own opinions? It's a miracle that the world has survived.
What do you want for your last meal, kid?
What do I want for my last meal?
I want
pussy.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Vagina. I'm just gonna eat it until my fucking jaw falls off because I'm dead afterwards.
Researchers found unexpected high levels of erectile dysfunction drugs in wastewater in Seoul, South Korea. Levels were 3 to 4 times those found in Brussels and 2 to 5 times in Copenhagen. Use of erectile dysfunction drugs apparently to spike on weekends and in nightlife hotspots. So I would really love to see Miami's numbers on this, LA's numbers on this, New York numbers. But more interestingly, if they're able to narrow down on the Viagra aspects of this, what I really want is I want to know how much roofie there is. Red Eye Sex Robot. I would love to know how many times Red Eye's been to Roofieville and added some roofies to the mix of things. A little Spanish Fly action.
There you go. It's old school Spanish Fly. I haven't heard that in a long time.
We were just watching some Beastie Boys videos over the weekend, and those motherfuckers, you got to fight for rights party, right? Go back and watch this. This is on Apple Music now. They have this like almost MTV style Apple Music video thing where you can watch the music videos. Right?
I wonder what the chemical in Spanish Fly was. I have no clue. I really don't. I don't know what it was used. But go ahead.
No, you go for it, man.
No,
what were you gonna say?
But the funny thing is all these people like relating to the story is people don't understand. You take all these narcotics and you take all these drugs and you gotta piss. And guess what? We're drinking recycled water, people. And it all comes back and they can't filter that shit out.
I'm very curious about that. And then one thing I'm going to bring up in the next episode here is how the shift in mentality comes when everybody gets, as we say, woke. The whole... We finally realized what we did was wrong when we were kids, even though we loved every fucking second of it.
God,
you know what I mean?
Right, we did.
You know? If you could go back to those times, I guess nobody would ever do that, right? Right? How many people who are woke right now who are being forced to be that way, if you were given the chance to go back to the way you were, and go either fix what you did or just have fun doing what you did, you would do the second.
You imagine, okay, if we're not the same age, but somehow if we magically became the same age and we had the knowledge we do now and we got put back into teenage bodies, how much fun we'd have going to high school together. We'd be nailing bitches right and left.
You know it, Kleen. Everybody and the kid, this is the Going Deep Show, episode 1777. Lots of serious discussion, lots of fun, lots of laughs. It was great to have Mr. Kleen in here to yammer on with me, just like we normally do. Kleen, do you have final words? Let's give them out.
As usual, if Kid and I were in a time machine, we'd be doing the first Eiffel Tower ever back in the day.
Turn my child into the devil!
We'll see you guys soon. Hit the GDS.com. Till the next one.
just not for everybody.
Coming to you live on your chin. Oh, kid. Oh. This is the Going Deep show.
I fucked much bigger.
You stupid fucking cunt.
Hang out with your wang out time?
It's for your own good.
I think you're full of shit.
Shut up, faggot.
Fighting for the powers of evil because good is dumb. It's me, the Kid AG. This is the Going Deep show. Joining me today, Mr. Kleen.
Greetings, everyone.
If you'd like to reach out to our show, studio at Going Deep Show is the way you do that. I'm still rocking my new, I don't really like to call it camouflage. I don't like it. Does this look, it's camo, it's for hunting.
Yeah, it's we'll call it Going Deep Flage.
Here's because the pattern is to me is so random. It's like something I would paint.
It is.
It's like something I would draw or paint. So
It kind of reminds me if a giraffe and a zebra had a baby together.
a tiger, giraffe, zebra.
Yes.
I'm putting the logo on it. I'm taking over to the local print shop. We're gonna have a GDS devil right on my titty.
Nice.
Right up on my titty, Kleen. You like a titty?
Nice.
Kleen's a titty man from way back.
Hey, I want to have some like different custom made stuff. Like go in and like maybe get a like nice Under Armour zip up or something like that.
Kleen wants to get zipped up again.
I like the zipped up, zip ties and all that kind
Zip
of stuff.
ties. Woo! Kleen's getting naughty.
Big toes and wrist, that's the way I roll.
It's springtime here in Going Deep Show land, and every once in a while I will reminisce about older episodes of the program. And what happens to me is usually some things like time out just right, or things come back into the world where it's like, oh my God, do you remember when that happened? So Kleen puts this headline in here recently. Who is this Derek Lewis guy?
Derek Lewis is going to be fighting for the heavyweight championship of the UFC.
Is that do they do that now? Is it of the world? Can you claim of the world?
Well, technically no, but the UFC is the place to fight still. There's Bellator in a lot of different places.
Whatever happened to boxing? What happened to real boxing?
Oh, it's still going on.
Bullshit.
No, it's still pretty popular. A guy I really like is Tyson Fury. He's
so there is real boxing still going on.
He is the great white hope.
So, Kleen, when can we watch some boxing? Let's watch some boxing.
Yeah,
my kid is into fighting. We had J. Axon Jackson in here, I really enjoyed having J. Axon Jackson here. My daughter, my now 13-year-old daughter, she was into that. She loves baseball fights, hockey fights, anything with violence, anything where there's like mayhem. This is part of me that's like, I passed along my crazy mayhem gene to her. So, are these pay-per-view events? What are we talking about here?
Yeah,
How many hundreds of thousands of dollars are we going to have to add to our budget here?
Mostly pay-per-view events for the big ones. Like Tyson Fury is going to be fighting Deontay Wilder.
You had Joe Rogan over us. Kleen's bald, now he's talking Rogan-y. He's talking Rogan-y.
Yeah, no.
Okay, so this Derek Lewis guy knocks this motherfucker out.
Yeah, and then he says, "Motherfucker tried to jack my car."
So this Derek Lewis KO's man trying to break into his car.
You
post Instagram video.
You know Derek Lewis, okay? My balls was hot.
Okay,
You've heard that. That's Derek Lewis.
I've heard that.
Yeah.
So this reminds me, probably, I don't even know what fucking year it was. It had to be like 2013, maybe 2012, 13, a long time ago, almost a decade ago. I was in this studio. I think, Red was home. The kid was here. Everybody was, on the grounds of the complex here. And I'm somebody who makes stuff, and when you get into a zone, you do not fight it. You get into a zone, you creatively, and you're just like, okay, boom, and you start. When you recognize you're in the zone, you keep on going. You try not to. Right. So I'm out here in the studio until it was probably 2:30, almost 2:45 in the morning, and I'm finally hitting my wall, So I walk out of the studio, I lock everything up, everything's. It's like fucking Fort Knox in here. There's a fucking. Not only is there a million different ways to lock this place down, there's very limited ways of finding any type of light in here.
Right. Yeah.
You can't if you don't know where.
No, I know exactly where lights and stuff are in here.
Right.
And I had our time one time you were sleeping on the couch when Zelda was over there.
Yeah, Clean's like trying to figure out
I
where
had
the
my fucking flashlight on my phone. I'm like, God damn, what the hell?
So I walk out of this studio. It was probably springtime, summertime of that year. And I see a dude in my car. He's bent over, door open, bent over. He's digging through my middle console in my car. And it was in a time when I was very fit. I was very in shape. This motherfucker, I had never seen the blood leave a guy's face faster. It was the middle of the night, but he's got a flashlight and he's looking around, and I'm like, motherfucker, you better run. You better run fucking fast. I remember saying this to him, and he looks up like, oh! I whipped my goddamn headphones off my head.
He looked up like that.
He looked so fucking fast, and then he just took off. He didn't even close the door. He just left. He just took off running, and I went running after him. And I always thought to myself, this is a primetime example. I wish he couldn't have got past the yard, because I would have pummeled this motherfucker. Pummeled him to a bloody pulp. His face would have been unrecognizable. I would have punched him so hard, just over and over and over and over and over and over. My hands would have been so fucking messed up. Because it's like, what are you doing? What are you fucking doing? What kind of a piece of shit is breaking into somebody's fucking car without thinking if you get caught, you are fucking gonna be pummeled? I mean, I got baseball bats I got pipes. I got fucking. I'm not a gun guy. I'm not gonna say if I do or don't have a gun, but I'm not against them at all. If I had a gun at that point, I would have fucking totally shut this dude's kneecaps off. 100%. There would have been absolutely no hesitation. Motherfucker on my grounds, breaking into my shit, I would have fucking shot the motherfucker right there on the spot if I had a gun. 100%. Without hesitation. It would have been like, oh, yes, this is the opportunity I've been waiting for. Kill, motherfucker. Actually, I don't want to kill. I don't want to kill people. Right. But I'd shoot that motherfucker in both of his goddamn feet, though. Tell you that right now.
Oh, yeah.
Pow, pow, right into the fucking foot.
There you go. He's never gonna run.
Guess who's not moving very fucking fast? And this fucking that just blew your goddamn Nikes clean off your fucking feet.
Goddamn, his dancing career's done.
Yeah. Remember when you had Achilles tendons? Remember that? Yeah. So, Kleen, you ever had an instance where this happens to you? You want to just fucking beat the fuck out of somebody because they did some shit to your property?
I've had I don't know if you remember my old red Blazer I used to have. It was an old 89 back when I owned my old house. It was broken into twice on Midland Street. Windows shattered.
Midland Street's a fucking...
I wasn't there, but I walked out, glass all over the fucking place. I'm like, motherfucker. Especially the second time. After the first time, I'm like, oh, this sucks. And the second time, I was fucking pissed. I was pissed the first time, but the second time, I was irate.
Yeah. So I agree that there's just times and that's in the back of a guy's head. It is. It's in the back of a dude's head where I don't think for women in the back of women's heads most of the time are, can I go to this place safely? Where a guy, on the other hand, is like, I'm going to this place regardless of its safety level.
Right. Will my vehicle be safe, or will I be safe? Possibly.
Right. But if you're not going to be safe, you still have these things in your brain that here's exactly what I'm going to do if this scenario rears its ugly head. Which includes throwing punches or kicking some fucking balls or just doing some shit. Where that I can honestly say that's something where I've gone into scenarios where if some shit goes down right here,
Yeah, you get.
I'm thinking of A, B, and C of the ways to combat whatever the fuck's gonna go down.
Yeah, it's because we get ourselves in some sketchy situations sometimes.
What? I don't know what you're talking about, Kleen. I've never been punched in the face unreasonably for any reason that I've done anything wrong. I've never. Come on now. I think if you're not a man until you get fucking knocked in the face.
Oh, I've been punched in the face quite a few times over the years.
You ever have a chick punch you in the face?
I had a chick try to punch me in the face once. I put her over my knee and I spanked her.
Oh, little kung fu. Little kung fu.
No, it was called ass foo. I spanked her ass.
How did you combat her? Did she like full on sling at you? Like she was like,
she slung at me and I just blocked it and I spun her around and I spanked her ass so hard like her daddy did. Just insulted the hell out of her.
Did she like it?
She was so fucking pissed.
Oh, I thought she would be turned on by such an activity.
I think if I would have punched her in the face, she would have been less pissed than me spanking her ass.
Because you totally took her back to when Daddy did it.
Yep,
and
exactly.
she didn't enjoy that when Daddy did it.
No, not at all. Apparently.
She was one of those girls that didn't like that. And the other girls do. The other girls enjoy that type of activity.
All those stepdaddy videos out there.
It's interesting when the girls are, they gotta choose sometimes, Either I'm gonna love this activity or I'm gonna hate this activity. What are you gonna do about it? So
Nah, I won't punch a bitch unless she tries to shoot me or stab me.
Kleen said punch a bitch. Oh!
If she tries to shoot me or stab me, I'm gonna lay her out.
Yeah, that's the only thing they can expect if you're getting what is it? What did Sean Connery say during the video with Barbara Walters? If they're getting a little bit, no. He didn't say unreasonable or. I don't know. There's a Sean Connery. Barbara Walters tried to get him to backtrack on his take on striking a woman with an open hand, and he did not back down. He said,
"Not at all.
Sometimes a woman doesn't like to get the last word. She wants to get the last word, and you've given her the last word." Remember this?
Yeah, I loved it.
You've given her the last word, but it's just not good enough, and she's got to keep coming on. Then it's appropriate. Everybody go back and
old school. That's what it is.
That's what it is, man. Yeah, but we're gonna bring up a clip here. We got some tons of TikTok that Kleen has been really finding some wonderfulness on here. Let's see what this little lady has to say. I think this is one of those videos where she likes what she's hearing at the beginning, but then immediately turns on a dime and it's like, what? I don't know if I like this. If you're not following us on YouTube, go to youtube.com/goindeep. You can watch these video clips here. From time to time, we're going to do this. We're going to do this like probably once a show. Just throw some stuff. Encourage you guys.
Kid and I were talking about, we're going to try to do mostly like audio, like, so if you don't
have to. We know this podcast has been around 15 years and you're just hearing words coming out of our mouths.
We got all excited with the video shit. Sorry,
we do. The problem is our excitement level goes to like, let's see some titty.
Oh, I sent you some titties.
You did?
Well, they're clothed.
Please have any titties. Okay, here we go. Listen to this bitch.
One time a girl said to me, she goes, "Is sex the only reason you're with me?" Well, that's a misconception.
Wait a minute. This is a woman. Okay, I'm gonna rewind. This is a guy's take on life in general. Okay, I call it the bait and switch. When you're hanging out with somebody who's cool, you're doing all sorts of crazy cool shit, getting fucked a lot, and doing all sorts of fun things, and then at some point you guys everybody settles into their comfort zone. And it's like, the second that you think to yourself, maybe we'll get to bed tonight instead of having sex, then you're like, game over. Here we go. So listen to this guy. This guy has got it figured out. Right, Kleen?
Yeah.
One time a girl said to me, she goes, "Is sex the only reason you're with me?" Well, that's a misconception. When you're in a relationship, sex is not the only reason I'm with you. It's one of the most important things that makes me not your best friend, but it's not the only reason. I'm with you because I love you. I think you're pretty and you're sweet, and I like being with you. Sex isn't the only reason. There's a lot of reasons. But the bathroom isn't the only reason I bought my house. I'd still be mad if you took it away from me. If I bought my house and half a year later someone ripped my toilet out of the ground and only let me use it once a month, and even then it didn't try really hard, I'd be upset. That sounds like an awful life. You only get to use it once a month, the rest of the time it complains because you try to pee in it. One time a girl said to me, she goes,
you know what the thing is though? He's right. Okay.
He is.
Women. I hate picking on women, but they have complete control of the situation. If your girls want to have sex with you, there's no convincing her that you're to get to do that, right?
Right. In John Ritter, the movie Skin Deep, had this line. He said, Men can have sex with whoever will let them. Women can have sex with whoever they want.
Yes.
And it's pretty much true.
It's pretty much true. And that's really the difference between guys and girls. If girls really want to be equal and be the way that guys are and get all of the things that guys have gotten, you have to immediately take this level of your privilege away. Now, I can hear girls freaking out already. What? Women privilege? Yes, you do. You have the women privilege. You think you have the vagina that's worth all of these magical dollars and cents, and you get things for free because guys are gonna pay for shit because they want to get into your fucking pants and all this stuff. You have the magical treat. Every time I'm even approached by Endo for a split second that I'm not going to like that her giving me the pussy is some prize that I get, I hold my fucking dick as a prize as well. Your body parts are not any more valuable than mine, okay? Right. It's just how it is. So for me, it's just the fact guys will not say no to having some fucking sex and shit. They will not, guys. When a girl approaches a guy to bang, they're down. They're gonna bang. When the girl doesn't want to bang, she's not gonna bang. You can convince a guy to drop the dime, you can fucking go from that and go crazy. Any chick, then it's like it's on the flip side of it, if you think about it. Girls have to do way more stiff arming. They have to stop a guy. There's a much more stopping of a guy. Guys, on the other hand, it's more convince. If we had the same offerings up as women do, half the male society would be dead from fucking STDs. You'd be flinging everybody, would be fucking banging everything. You know what I'm saying, Kleen? You know, Kleen knows exactly what I'm talking about.
Yes,
he does. He knows what I'm talking about.
I done reckon.
All right, let's get away from women now. Let's talk about lazy fucks. Yesterday, I was hanging out with my ex-wife, her family, and Endo, and it was a birthday party. We were all enjoying everything, and my ex-father-in-law was talking about shitty people who can't work, people who can't be lazy fucks, the youth of America today, and this makes me again feel very old and things. But listen to what this guy is saying about.
I agree 1,000% with this guy.
Listen, this is a great clip, and it never really occurred to me about the laziness of people who sit around playing video fucking games all day probably, and they don't want to fucking work. Listen to what this guy's saying.
Had a guy come and apply for a job. I don't think he really wanted a job. He's on probation, and a condition of his probation is he has to have gainful employment. He was 22 minutes late for the interview. I said that was fine. He explained that he was on probation and he was a convicted felon. And I said that was fine. He said he was a violent offender. I said it was fine. You could tell he's getting kind of frustrated, and you could tell he really didn't want the job. He said he had anger management issues, and I said, that's great. I've got a shovel and the earth. You can take out all your frustrations on the dirt. He said, I don't have reliable transportation. I said, that's fine. We just dock your pay, but we'll pick you up. He said, I'm gay. I said, I don't care. He said, he's a cross-dresser. I said, we had a company uniform. That won't be an issue. He said, man, I really don't want the fucking job. I said, yeah, but I'm offering you the job anyway, so that's a conversation you get to have with your probation officer. I have never seen somebody so disappointed to get a job. He, of course, didn't take it, but he can take that up with his probation officer. Had a guy come and apply for a job.
So, Kleen, this to me is very revealing.
2021.
Because
had a guy come and apply for a job. I don't think he...
To me, is this guy trying to milk the unemployment situation?
Oh, completely. There's so many people that do that. I know people that have done that for years and years and years.
What kind of a piece of shit?
I have a cousin, okay? I have a cousin that actually does not work because he is a sex addict. He said he cannot work around any type of woman because he'll get an erection. Ah, that's his excuse, and he's got away with this for many, many years.
Wait a sec now. This guy's had a loophole in the fucking Matrix.
Yeah, I know.
What?
Seriously? Yeah, I swear to God. Swear to God. I'm like, what a useless piece of shit.
I cannot fathom not being a contributing member to society in one way, shape, or form, whether it's doing this podcast and giving people 20 minutes of fucking shit to just distract themselves with. But definitely not. I like to make stuff. I like to drive around town and see things on billboards and walls and things that I've created. I've worked since I was fucking 17 years old.
Yeah, it's crazy. And I work constantly. I've been that way my whole life. I'm just like type A personality.
Clean, you know what time it is?
Wrap it up.
Time for Mr. Clean to work it right now. He's gonna work it. Please work it. Work it. That was Mr. Clean's workout time.
There you go.
Do it again, Clean. Let's do it.
If you'd like to reach the show, send an email to studio@goindeepshow.
It's time to wrap up. Clean, final words.
As usual, clean it if it's dirty, and if it's dirty, definitely do it a few more times and find out if she has a sister.
Everybody, I am the kid. A.G. This is the Going Deep Show. We appreciate you guys hanging with us. Episode 1778. We're getting towards 1800, Clean. We're on that other side of it. What's going down?
It's like the double dong of the Going Deep Show.
If you'd like to reach out to our show, send us an email, studio@goindeepshow. We thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you do that one thing. That one thing is chill to the next one.
Okay, next time he's going down on you,
Aww. Allegedly.
Yeah. But I was in Pittsburgh 2 weeks ago.
Allegedly.
Coming to you live on your chin. Oh, kid. Oh. This is the Going Deep Show.
Allegedly. Allegedly.
Turn my child into the devil! Turn my child into the devil!
Fighting for the powers of evil because good is dumb. This is the Going Deep Show. Hi, guys. It's me, the Kid AG. Mr. Kleen is along for the ride. What's happening, brother?
Greetings, Kid. Greetings, everyone.
If you'd like to reach our show, studio at Going Deep Show. Here's the email to do that. I'm looking darker, Kleen. Wait till my tan comes. Wait till I look all brown and shit. I'm looking very white still.
You'll actually look very Mexican then. That's what,
Spicky. I call it spicky.
that's when I get it all the time when I'm tan.
We thank you guys for hanging and banging with us, doing all sorts of things. We have today's episode. I am gonna call the fart episode. This is the fart episode. Kleen. I went back and I was listening to the first time the Dr. Nurse F show came in here, okay? And they set the pace with their fucking ridiculousness, okay? Because what did Kleen do back in 2003, 2004? What's one of the first things you can recall doing here? Not in this studio, but the old studio.
I farted into the microphone.
He farted into the microphone. Can you believe it? Motherfucker farted into the microphone back in 2003, 2004.
In the small studio, which infiltrated the aroma of the,
oh, yes, the aromatics. The plethora of ambrosia aromatics.
It was essence of Kleen.
Essence of clean, poopy fucking burritos. So what do you think? Literally, the first time the Dr. Nurse F show comes in here, I remember listening to them live through the live stream at 8hole.com, 8hol.com, which is our live streaming station that we have here for our program and for the rest of other programs. First thing they do, fucking Dr. fucking Pinkie Pie lifts her fucking dirty ass up into the damn air and
She has pretty good ones too.
right into my fucking microphone. I got pink eye for 14,000 years now because of this fucking farting into my microphone. So, fart episode is today's episode of the show. So, I'm going to kick over to the live cam. Now, here's the thing. Kleen has been collecting lots of TikToks. You've been sucked into the TikTok world.
I've been drawn in.
It's only taken him a year. The TikTok world was sucked into back in, when it was called Musically years ago.
Oh, that's what it was. I didn't know it was. My daughter was into that Musically a long time.
Right.
She did all these dance videos.
Yeah, you didn't know that's what TikTok is?
No, I did not know that.
Kleen, come on. You do that too. Allegedly. Mr. Kleen did not know that. Okay, so we're going to switch over to Cam now, guys. You got to describe what you're seeing here. Let's look at this is the butt. This is
I don't know what her face looks like, but that body looks pretty nice. She's got a nice tuchus, and she's wearing some assless chaps and kind of like I don't know, it's not really a thong. It's kind of a thong, like wannabe.
It's just regular granny panties. They're almost huge granny panties, but they're pulled straight up her ass crack. Endo does this every once in a while. She has these little tiny panties. She loves pulling them up her ass. She did this yesterday to me. Pulls them straight up her butthole. Girls, that you got all these things. Guys, if a guy does this to a girl, the girl's like laughing. This is not funny. Girl does this to guy. And on the other hand,
We should go to the beach and pull them up like that someday.
just walk up and us as men? I'm not doing that shit. I thought you meant walk around. I thought you meant like go up to women and start giving them wedgies.
I'd have to make sure my ass is shaven first.
So, which by the way, I can really get in some deep shit. I have pictures of Endo's butthole.
Oh.
I can put those up.
Is that the one where you fart?
No.
She fart.
We're open up right my eyeballs. No, but this is a two-turn Tony, one of my favorite TikToks, YouTube guys.
Hilarious.
Dude's great. He's a man after our own heart. If you don't follow him on TikTok and all these other networks, but here's what he has done here. He is grandpa. If I have a grandpa like my dad, I would love to be dad. Hey, when's the last time you had a pussy in your face? When's the last time you had an ass in your face? When's the last time you had some fucking strange titty in your face? It's got to be decades, dude. Decades. He's been married to my mom for fucking ever. Okay. So after our musical bed here, Kleen, it's time for
Musical bed. It's time for the Kleen musical bed, everyone. Brought to you by My Dick Tip. Everybody, today's Dick Tip musical bed. Brought to you by the Red Eye Sex Robot.
I misunderstood what you said at first. I thought you said my dick temp.
No, I said
temp,
dick
temperature.
tip. Dick tip.
Tip. My dick temp.
You ever stuck a thermometer in your dick hole, Kleen?
No, but
dick temp is?
First time for everything.
Dick tip of the dick dip. Okay, here we go. Let's get to this clip. I know everybody's out there anxious. They're like, play the goddamn clip, you motherfucker. Okay, play it.
Allegedly.
Here we go.
Today I'm going to twerk on Granddaddy's face.
I brought a girl to twerk on your face.
Huh? A girl?
Yeah.
Why?
Spank me, Granddaddy. Harder.
What are you doing?
Today I'm going to twerk
Bitch
on
farts
Granddaddy's
in
face.
Granddaddy's face.
Why he's enjoying the stogie.
Now, here's the thing. I don't think Granddaddy gives a flying fuck.
He did not.
But this bitch just farted in his fucking
He said,
face.
what are you doing?
It's like, what are you doing? This is my favorite thing to do. Look at Granddaddy here. Look at this motherfucker.
He's got to be in this.
He's
late
ancient, dude.
90s
He
list.
is ancient. He's got the age spots clean. This is where we're heading at some point. This is going to be you and me here. We're going to still be wearing our cap. You can tell he's caught in like I'm a farmer from the fucking 1950s. He's got his button-up shirt on. He's got his Carhartt. And he's got his heart. He's like, wait, I got a girl coming. She's going to have some bony wonies going on. Here we go. Let's hear this again.
A girl?
Yeah.
Why?
Spank me, Granddaddy. Harder.
What are you doing?
Today I'm going to twerk on Granddaddy's face.
Hey, if I'm going to have an ass fart in my face, that's a good one to fart in my face.
Huh? A girl?
Yeah.
Why?
Spank me, Granddaddy. Harder.
He's just tapping
What are
her.
you doing?
Here's the thing.
Today I'm going to twerk on Granddaddy's
Watch Granddaddy. He's
Today
not.
I'm going to
He's not
twerk
even
on
watching.
Granddaddy's face.
He's not even watching her butt.
I brought a girl to twerk on your face.
Huh? A girl?
Yeah.
Why?
Spank me, Granddaddy. Harder. Face.
Here's the thing. I think Granddaddy may be gay. He's like, why would you bring me a girl? He says, you brought me a girl. Why? Dude, when I'm old,
Yeah, I'd be like,
first of all, I'm the age I am now. Okay. Do you think in the next 20 years you're gonna give even more of a shit? No, you're gonna give a flying fuck.
shit, that's the first ass I've probably spanked in like 30 years. That age, I'm going to leave fucking welts on it. He's like, just barely
I'm surprised he's
taps
not
it.
burying his goddamn face in that fucking ass.
Right. I would have took a bite.
So bitch farts in Granddad's face. Now I want to ask Kleen about this endo fart around you yet.
I don't think so. Oh no, she did. She did fart in the studio one time, I think.
I will agree that this is something that it will completely.
You mean endo? You mean or cooch? Like you said, endo.
Dude, why do I always get those two mixed up?
I don't know. I have no clue.
I always say endo and cooch, and I mix them up in different ways. I don't know why. Cooch, I meant because endo's farts around me all the fucking time. I always mix up endo and cooch. Why is this?
I think cooch has farted around me at least once now.
Dude, endo, you can't stop that bitch from farting. She's farting every goddamn second of the day.
Because endo and fart kind of go hand in hand, apparently.
They do. My ex, on the other hand, she would laugh at me that I didn't fart around her, but now I don't. I just fart like at random, and like I don't even care. I think that's something that, it was really weird that I didn't do at the time. So, but listen to this. This is a girl here asking a question about if a girl farts around. In the past, I don't want to know. If you're a hot chick, I don't want to know that you do that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
It's human though.
It's human, but that's fine. But the women I'm with, I want them to be like these superior beings. They're not women. They're above women. You know what I'm saying? They're not like the average everyday Joe person. The everyday chick. They're above that. But listen to this.
A girl that you're like interested in seeing to fart around you.
First of all, just to clarify, this is not a kink that I'm into. Just so we got that out there, I want that to be known. Boo-boo, if Taco Bell's fucking you up, that's what they make power windows for. We'll just roll them bitches down. Look, I'm not trying to take like bong rips off this shit or catch pink eye or any kind of weird shit like that. But if your man has a problem with you farting in front of him, maybe you don't have a man. Maybe you have a bitch. It's a fart. It's a fart. We all do it. I mean, it's fucking human nature. I'm not holding my shit in for anybody. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I'm not gonna track you down to fart on you, but if I got a fart and we're together, sorry, it's happening. For all you guys that have a problem with your female farting around you, this is a sippy. You're a wolf, aren't you? Don't be a bitch. Same thing goes with going to the bathroom. If we're in the same house together and you gotta get rid of some calories, go fucking do it. Just do it. I'm not gonna sit in there and talk to you the whole time. You can text while you're in there. I really don't want you leaving the door open. If you gotta shit, you gotta shit. I mean, it's human fucking nature. I've never understood this at all. Be comfortable with your person, motherfucker.
So I am very comfortable with it. Dude, endo will shit with the door open, piss with the door open. She fucking rips ass like crazy.
What are women? Women do that. They pee or shit with the door open all the time.
And they go to the bathroom together, and then they talk and shit. Cleen, even if you and I go to the bathroom together, your guy I've talked to for 20 fucking years plus, and if I go take a piss next to you in a urinal, I don't even want to talk to you at that point. I'm concentrating.
Exactly. You're pissing and getting out.
I'm pissing. I'm getting this shit out. And there's no chit chat. There's no fucking banter. There's none of this shit. I don't care.
I remember one of my friends one time where I was taking a shit and he was in the stall next to me. He was taking a shit, and I can't remember where we were at, but I was blown out drunk. So was he. And I'm talking away, and he's like, dude, shut up. I can't shit. Just shut up. I'm like, okay, I understand.
It's true. Kleen is a shit talker. He literally is a shit talker. So how do we combat the woman pooping and farting and shitting and farting and all that stuff? Kleen, do you know how we do this?
Spray him with a mister?
No, not even spray him with Mr. Kleen. This is Mr. Kleen's find here. You're going to love this,
Hit him in
guys.
the shitter?
Listen to this. This is how we stop women. If you don't want them to fart, I don't give a flying fuck. I think it's funny when endo farts, but it brings up the shit for shat is what we call it. It's a shit for shat game. If she fucking farts, I'm farting. I don't know how many times I've climbed into bed with her, and she'll like, spoon up on me, and I'll just fucking and I'll fire. She'll put her leg between my leg, and I will fucking. She will feel my fucking fart on her leg or some shit like this. But listen to this one. This is how you combat it. This is the defense mechanism here for the farting.
Okay, next time he's going down on you, fart in his mouth.
Counterattack. You huff the fart into your mouth and you cheek it like you're smoking a cigar. And then you leap on top of her, you wrap your lips around her nose, and you shoot the fart into her head like she's hooked up to oxygen, but it's her own stinky ass cloud. Always be prepared, my kings. And follow me, you fucking idiots.
I followed that dude just because of that statement at the end.
It's exactly what I was thinking too. I'm following this motherfucker. Now, if you guys didn't catch that, I'm going to play it for you one more time. Bitch tries to fart while you're eating her out, which I've had happen. I've had a chick who I think let a little squeaker come out. And it's hard to think about that. How much of a battle you got to get through to continue on while you're licking the split down there. And there's a tooty toot McTooterton going on.
My friend Capo married a woman just because of that.
Wait. Oh yeah, is that the one that shit on the guy's head? She shit.
No,
was that the poop on the head guy?
She was blowing him, and he said he ripped the most SBD that
Whoa,
he's
whoa,
ever ripped in his life.
Blumpkin style?
No, he was not taking a shit. He farted. I'm sorry, he farted. He dropped a silent but deadly, and she didn't miss a beat. And he said, at that moment, I knew I was marrying the bitch.
And then
he did.
The Titanic song played.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's not the right song. That's from the fucking fucking Bodyguard. I'm singing 2 different songs. Listen to this motherfucker again. Okay, here we go. This is what happens when your bitch farts in your mouth while you are going down on her.
Okay, next time he's going down on you, fart in his mouth.
First of all, Asian chick, okay? A little Filipino kick. She obviously has some expertise in the poop farting into the people's mouth.
Probably.
I think so. Here we go. Listen to what this guy's response is.
Counterattack. You huff the fart into your mouth and you cheek it like you're smoking a cigar. And then you leap on top of her, you wrap your lips around her nose, and you shoot the fart into her head like she's hooked up to oxygen, but it's her own stinky ass cloud. Always be prepared, my kings. And follow me, you fucking idiots.
I like this guy. He's my new favorite. I have lots of new favorites. Today's episode, the fart episode. I like to bring things back to the basics, Kleen. That's what we do here. Bring things back to the basics.
Fart and pooping. That's our titties, fart, ass, shitting.
This morning I woke up, found some Jenna Jameson porn.
Oh man, I watched some Jenna Jameson. You know what one of my favorite Jenna Jameson porns were?
What's that?
It was the one that was the POV, the first hot one.
The POV. She had a POV. First hot POV.
Yeah. Type in Jenna Jameson POV blowjob. It's hot.
This one was, dude. She did a ton of lesbo stuff.
Yeah, she did.
She did a lot of lesbo. I think
she's bi.
Early in her days. Oh, she's bi. Of course she's bi. I mean, most porn stars are bi. But what I struggle with, I went to the old Hex Hamster, and until I'm looking up on the screen, we got this dude's fucking teeth.
He's got some fucking.
He's got some funky monunkies going on here. Jesus Christ, what the fuck? Okay, there we go. Back to normal. We're back to our normal cameras, Kleen. If you want to salute everybody with your middle finger, you can do that. So, this morning, it was Jenna Jameson porn. Those titties she has are so fake.
Yeah, but they still look nice, though.
Those early 90s porn titties are so fake, but it's like when you hear a song from like the time you were where you were little, and you're like, oh, I remember driving with my dad, and we went out to here, and we got an ice cream cone, and we did this and we did that. When you see a Jenna Jameson porn, it totally does the same kind of thing. It's like, oh, this is when I first got into the porn, and I remember the internet when it was early on, and I saw Jenna Jameson's boobies for the first time, and it was. You see the fake.
It's like a magical moment.
You see the fake tits, which hers are really well done.
Right. They're not real, but they're real nice.
So what I'm gonna say to everybody is there's certainly light bulb moments that I always have. One of those, which was this morning, and I said to myself, we need to call the guy who installed these titties. Okay, if he's still around. I don't give a shit how old he is. He could be fucking 100 years old at this point. But he installed Jenna Jameson's titties. I want to know, and I want all the inside scoop. When you were adjusting her nipples, were you able to move them just right, or was it just?
So did you eat that pussy while she was out, or what?
Yeah.
Did you stick it in her punta lunta?
You knocked her fucking ass out.
Punta lunta.
And then you stuck some fucking titties in there. You stuck some new titties in there. What did you think of the whole situation and how they turned out? Did you go back and jerk off to these titties? Because that's what I would do.
Did you jerk off all over her belly and just bring wet wipes?
If I was a guy who was like, the creator of these boobies, of these Jenna Jameson boobies, I think that might be something I would do.
It's quite possible.
Think about it, because like I'm the doctor that made the titty.
Right.
You would want to go and check if your work is actually being effective. Would you study it differently? You would be sitting there watching this like, it seems like the nipple is about a couple of millimeters off to the right.
I'll give you a discount if you suck my cock.
Kleen, I love Kleen goes right to whatever he wants. He does.
Well, hey, they're willing to sell activities for a specific price.
No.
I'd missed all over her face.
So Jenna has some lesbo love in this video, and then she is getting banged in like a bathtub, hot tub situation in this one. It was a pretty good show, pretty good deal. If you want to check out some Jenna, you got to go check out some Jenna. Kleen. You're a big fan of that, Jenna?
I used to be, yeah.
Then till she got fat, and then she got skinny, and then she got anorexic, and then she got all fucking tatted up.
She looks good now, though.
Does she?
She actually looks good now.
Are you sure?
I looked her up. Remember, we were talking about this, and I looked her up, and I did a lot of Google research.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Does she really look good, though?
She looks almost as good as she used to. Almost, for an old lady.
That's all you can hope for.
Yeah.
She's got to be pushing 50-some years old now.
Oh, I think she's younger than I am.
No.
Isn't she?
No. There's no way.
I think she's in her 40s. I think she's about your age.
Okay, so let's say she was 20 when we first discovered her, when I was like 18, 19, dude. That was
I think she's about your same age. I bet. I would like bet $100 almost on that.
Uh-oh. Kleen's gonna bet $100.
We'll have to We'll have to remember this for next time and start the show off this way.
Yeah,
if I owe Kid $100 or not.
It's okay. We're gonna blow it in booze. That's for sure. Kleen gives me $100. We immediately go and fucking buy booze and we fucking drink it.
Sweet.
All right. Final words time, Mr. Kleen.
Yeah, as usual, Kleen. If it's dirty, and Jenna Jameson, it's definitely dirty, and I'm definitely doing it as many times as possible.
Praise the Dark Lord.
Praise the Dark Lord, everyone. If you'd like to reach out to our program studio at Goin Deep Show, do that. Okay, we encourage you guys. We do. We encourage. We're reaching the end of our spring season, beginning of our summer season here as far as shows go. It's fucking awesome. This is fucking awesome. If you'd like to reach the show, studio at Goin Deep Show, hit an email. Okay, that's about it. Hit the GDS, participate with us, have a good time. For Kleen and the rest of the Goin Deep Show crew, I'm the Kid. We're telling you goodbye. Go fuck yourself. Chill to the next one.
Suck a cheetah's dick, suck a cheetah's dick, suck a cheetah's